welcome back to this Let's Play of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. We're gonna head to Nar Shaddaa, but before that, I'm gonna talk to Atten briefly first.
You know, I noticed a glow before, but now it's bright around you. You've come a long way since Paragus, and despite all we've been through, you seem a lot better for it.
This is just the obligatory, hey, your light side.
I don't know what it is, but you look different. It's hard to explain.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to say something to
It
it.
shows. It's kind of inspiring, to be honest. Anyway, just wanted to mention it. I think the others have noticed it too.
Okay.
You seem pretty calm.
Yeah, okay.
Something up?
Let's, get to his the actual questions. You have to get through those sort of automatic conversations to get to his standard question options. And we're going to ask him about the Achani training, which the handmaidens implied he had.
Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, that. Don't tell anyone, but you wouldn't believe how many fights you can prevent by just pretending to know that stuff. I mean, it doesn't compare to wearing a lightsaber, but then again, that doesn't seem to help you much.
He's not facing us. That's usually an indication that someone's lying. And, you can say that, you thought it would be an asset.
Well, hey, thanks. But you've got the wrong guy. I'm good at shooting people, cracking wise, and pretending to know how to fight with my hands.
Okay, and that's that. And that's LSP, light side points, and some influence. Always good to have. So, let's pull up the galaxy map, and head to Nar Shaddaa.
Well, here we are. The Smuggler's Moon. It's the gaping maw of Nal Hutta, swallowing all the cargo and spaceport thugs the galaxy has to offer. Mandalorians, mercenaries, war veterans, and pilots from the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War ended up on Nar Shaddaa, from all sides of the conflict. When the last war ended, there was no place left for them to go. Nar Shaddaa's a rough place and easy to get lost in. Or for someone to get lost. If you wanted to keep out of sight from the Sith for a while, you couldn't pick a better spot.
We also missed a little movie there where there was, just a standard jump to light speed. And you can ask a lot about Nal Hutta, but, there's not really anything important in this conversation that won't be obvious soon enough. So let's take the Ebon Hawk in for a landing.
I plotted a course for the refugee sector and we should touch down within the hour. Once we're down, we should finally be able to breathe easy. There's no way anyone's gonna find us here.
We are not here, by the way. This is just a scene we're viewing from a distance somehow. Through the Force.
Perhaps you have heard that the Jedi comes to Nar Shaddaa. While she walks upon the Smuggler's Moon, she is not to be harmed. Observe her, track her, but do not eclipse her movements, or I shall eclipse yours.
We'll talk to this Wookiee later.
You must, because one Jedi attracts others. It is the way of things.
And basically all the bounty hunters here are complaining that they can't hunt you while you're on Nar Shaddaa, even though you're right in front of them.
Renfiloso ni heku chupanaret atamakcha.
And, they banter with each other. And he mentions a red-maned human female. We'll get to her in a second. Well, a couple of minutes.
Request. If Goto's vessel is no longer neutral ground, inform us so that we might initiate assassination protocols and commence firing at once.
Kavadumpe masuraku popayi botenya tachimorota kamsa javaskobo sabjo rijiso karanokso mochito sakrendio.
These Twi'leks are obviously a little more obedient, though they're creepy on their own, right?
Tahupo boteño go jucho picha, gwen tabani sochu, norotoga proto lalashishi, jubadosa jibacha, ratak mansan, tokosha na chitolo,
Observation. Jedi follow the self-destructive path of pacifism and tolerance. They will not attack first.
Dovere nincha, yonona shitasa chuch. Dovere nincha, yonona shitasa chuch. Gole rosodish.
And more or less they're saying, it's open season on your companions even if they can't attack you.
Ah, the beautiful stench and decay of desperate living.
This moon, it teems with life. It is difficult to center oneself.
Welcome to Nar Shaddaa. Towering buildings kilometers high and miles deep, with canyons so wide you could have a dogfight in them. Word of warning, watch where you step, or you'll fall for hours.
Okay, you know, any problems with docking authorities? We just sort of parked.
No, but I forgot to tell them we were landing. The refugee sector's a dead zone. No one cares too much who flies in and out of here as long as they're not carrying cargo that the Exchange or the Hutts might want a piece of.
Okay, well, let's go.
Alright then, let's move out. Where are we headed exactly?
It does not matter where we go. If what we seek is here, we shall come upon it in due time.
Yeah, if you want to stay on the ship and meditate some more, don't let us stop you. Whatever we do, I say we get the Hawk's ID signature changed while we're here. Might keep us from being a target when we enter a new system. What is it you wish to do?
Alright, well, let's just see where our path takes us. That's suitably cryptic Jedi, yes?
Alright, if you have any questions, just ask. We should be able to leave the ship here as long as we want. No one supervises these landing pads anymore.
You there!
Uh-oh.
What's with you? Letting that piece of junk sink its struts into my landing pad!
Okay, and, you can point out that it's a landing pad.
No, really? Thanks for the insight. And here I was, thinking you were a smart human. I got another ship coming in, and unless you want that piece of junk's hull crushed flat, you better move it. Got it?
Okay, you can use a little bit of persuade to pay for the space.
Yeah? Right now, all I'm hearing is talk. How much you offering?
Use awareness here, you can say that 50 credits will be enough.
Done! Pleasure doing business with you. I got some visitors booked for your space, but I'm sure the two of you can work it out when they arrive.
Okay, I'm gonna switch party members around a little bit here, just because there are a lot of opportunities to gain influence with companions, but they have to actually be in the party. So even though I'm not leveling Bed, or I may sort of include him randomly from time to time, just so I can gain influence with him. Now, you lose 50 credits for doing it that way, but you get dark side points if you don't pay him off, if you try to, you know, threaten him away. You'll end up having the same interaction later regardless. Before we actually go anywhere, though, I'm going to head right back onto the Ebon Hawk. There are a variety of events that will happen as you sort of get on and get off the Ebon Hawk. This first one is probably the most important one, but there are other sort of companions talking to companions and things like that that you'll see. Obviously, they're not talking to each other right now. They're probably all dead. Oh, I guess we're going to have to get a new party. Well, guess we'll have to start recruiting. Hey, it's that girl. You want a job? And we can ask what she's done with the crew. And now that I'm realizing it, I set myself up with my blasters so that I could do stuff out in Nar Shaddaa, and I forgot about this fight. So I'm gonna have to switch back to my main weapon. Lightsabers are also energy damage, so I'm going to fire off improved energy resistance as my first action. That'll reduce all the damage she does by rather a lot. I'm also going to activate an Echani shield, which gives me essentially 100 temporary hit points to get through things. And then we're just going to start, you know, winning. This fight can actually be kind of hard if you don't actually protect yourself very well, because the lightsaber does a lot of damage. You don't actually have to get her all the way down. She's doing something here. Oh, she used a debilitating attack. Unfortunately, she already went through my shield. So, put the shield back up. Atten has enough security skill that he can actually make some of those better shields. This one I'm using I just found, so And I'm just going to keep firing off the shield to make sure that you... There we go.
My lightsaber. You've destroyed it. I yield, Master. It is as I heard through the Force. My life for yours.
Okay. Well, we're going to have some conversations here, but at least we had some violence in this episode. I hate it when we go through an entire episode of just talking. Anyway, see you next time.